with the tutorial, I built a little ship which has a parachute, a pod, and then an engine. And this is going to be the flight, which, yeah, I've got some controls down here on the bottom left, and that's definitely going to work, and I'm not going to crash this. I am excellent at driving in games. Oh, throttle? What's the throttle? Oh, we'll skip over the throttle for now. Good. That seems like a step too far. Okay. So yeah, there's a little bit of reading because I don't know what's going on. But hopefully it's fairly easy to pick up. So yeah, this game is very old. It's like 10 years old now, but I've never played it before. So hopefully it's fun, because otherwise the next 2 hours aren't going to be that good. But I mean, you make a little spaceship and try and fly it. That should be good, right? Yep, I'll definitely be aware of the altitude, the velocity vector. Yep. Definitely seems like something I can keep an eye on. Yeah. I'm sure spaceflight is something you can like learn as you go along. Watch out for the ground. Yep. It's not the fall that gets you, it's the sudden stop. Okay. Oh wow, parachutes. Safe, risky, unsafe. Arm deployed. Cut shredded, oh dear. Let's hope I don't see that one. Right, clear for launch. Escape to pause the game. Yeah, the audio seems a little bit weird. So I might need to adjust that. Right, hit space when ready to launch. Here we go. Can I just go straight up? Is that going to be an issue? Oh no. Okay, G-force did something. My crew camera. He's having a great time. I mean, the G-force is fairly balanced. I don't know if I'm meant to be. I'm not moving at all yet. I don't know if I'm meant to be. Whee! I'm not sure I'm meant to be wobbling the ship like that. That doesn't seem like a great idea. Okay. Oh no. That's definitely not what I meant to be doing. I don't know how to stop now. I seem to have got into some... He's having a great time though. Look at him. He's loving it. Problem is, it looks like we're falling and I don't know how to stop us. So that is a slight downside to what's going on. And I don't know where I was meant to... There's my parachute. Oh no, we are definitely not meant to be falling down to earth like that. I'm sure we should have jettisoned that at some point. I have a bad feeling about how this is going to go, because none of my controls are doing anything. Yeah, was I sort of just assumed that would like go by itself. Ooh. Well, yeah, that didn't go so bad. Hello, how are you doing? I've just exploded my first Kerbal. Sure you fly high enough to be going slowly enough. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have just been letting it go. Catastrophic failure. That sounds about right, actually. Oh, I have doomed poor little Valentina Kerman. We could revert to launch. It's fine, we just save scum, and it's all good. I did read all of this, but I can't say it really went in. Because, yeah, presumably that's meant to detach at some point. Anyway, let's try again. Whee! Okay, so surely once my fuel's gone... Whoops. I don't know if that's right. So I'm not hitting any of my movement controls this time. Oh, whoops, that's... oh, okay, maybe this worked? I've deployed my parachute, apparently. I thought I would have jettisoned that bit, though. Everything's a Minecraft pillager. Okay, maybe. I've got parachute. I don't know if I'm meant to be doing anything to deploy it, or if that's actually deployed. It doesn't look like it's doing parachutey things, though. To me. Oops. Okay. Yeah. Once it gets moving, it kind of doesn't want to stop. Right. I feel like it's not slowing down how I would like it to slow down, because that thing ain't open. But maybe do we have a speed? Yeah, that's like... That seems quite quick to me. Maybe I should try and get over the ocean. Maybe that should be my survival plan. It looks very, thin. And not how parachute, when it's opened and doing its job, should look. But I do feel like I'm... Oh, there we go. Okay. Maybe because we weren't low enough. Okay, we have actually landed in the ocean. So I'm not sure if that's bugged out. Oh no, we haven't landed. We're just going so slow that it doesn't look like we're falling anymore. Yay! You might survive this time. And there's no need to worry about that time when you didn't survive, because that was a different save. So I have a feeling this is going to end up with lots of unfortunate Kerbals, but he's fine. He doesn't know what's coming to him. Oh yeah, I guess I could have looked at this counter ticking down in the middle. No expense spared on the number of pixels in this game. No dense ground coverage for us. Right. Okay, I feel like, yeah, we did good. Oops. Apart from the ground glitching out. So how are you doing today? I assume you haven't exploded any spaceships. Yay! Survive the flight. Point the mouse just above the altimeter and recover button. Oops. Okay. Ah, there we go. Crew hatch. Out for a walk or a swim. EVA button. I have no idea where that is. Does it tell me? It will pop up when you... Ah, there we go. Ooh. Oh, okay. There we go. The ground just disappeared. Hey! Can you sprint? Yes, you can sprint. Well done. Can you jump? Yay! Basic controls. Can't strafe. But can turn and walk in a different direction. Okay. We can go backwards. Right. That seems good. Okay. And if I'm over this menu, then he stops. Right. Yes. Let's learn more about suborbital flight. That's definitely going to go well. That's frustrating. Do you know if it is because we're on a server or just the farms don't work? It might be worth trying to build one in creative mode first just to check that it works at all. But I know there's some things with like server settings which can mean that things don't work how they work in normal single player Minecraft. Tutorial, blah blah. How to design a craft. Yeah, let's do intermediate construction. I did the basic construction, which was just telling me where all the menus were. But I'm assuming this will tell me a little bit more about how to actually put stuff together. Right. And there was a cost as well, which we didn't have to worry about. But I assume at some point I will have to worry about. Open. Yeah. Load. Okay. So yeah, that's the same as while I was just flying around. What am I meant to be doing? Oh, remove that motor. Okay. We get rid of you. Okay. Yeah, I was confused because I was expecting the engine to drop off, but apparently we were saving it for later. Check the settings. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know if I'm meant to be knowing what this minimum pressure is, because there's no way that I'm going to remember that. Yeah, great. I definitely understand about pressure and altitude and stuff like that. Update this, my hopper. I'm not going in for fancy names. This craft, we're going to give the ship some additional purposes. Science experiment. Yes. Mystery goo. I do like mystery goo containment. That sounds fun. Where is the science tab? That looks like science to me. Yeah. Ooh. Dumpster diving. Seal container filled with a strange looking substance. Yeah. Yeah, let's take some goo to space. Where am I meant to put that? It looks like it just sort of clicks on. Sure, let's have some goo on our little crew cabin. They don't know what colour the goo... Right. Okay, what have I not done that it wants me... I'm in the science tab. I'm looking at the mystery goo containment unit. I have never built an ominous bottle farm in Minecraft because I just haven't got around to it yet. Where am I meant to be putting this? Because it definitely clicks on, but Okay, I'm stuck in the tutorial apparently. Maybe I'm not meant to be. Okay, I'm just meant to be looking at the mystery goo. I'm not meant to be fiddling around with it. Okay. Fine. Make me stick to what I'm actually meant to be doing. We'll know that I'm very good at that. So it's designed to attach to other parts radially. If we attach any one during the flight, aircraft will be unbalanced. Extra goo container. Symmetry tool. Okay. I don't understand where I'm meant to be looking. Press X to cycle through available symmetry modes. Is it down here? There we go. Symmetry mode. 3, 4, 5. How many? Okay. Not too high. Okay, so we want 2 of those. And now we can place the mystery goo. Ah, yeah. Look at that. Much better. Near the nose of the pod. Okay, fine. Yeah, not on the parachute. I'm assuming it would go bad if I put it on the parachute. After making it too heavy to survive re-entry safely. Sudden impact syndrome. Add a decoupler. Okay, coupling. Yep. Stick that on there. Make sure my... Oh yeah, I can see that little arrow. Cool. Right. Just the staging stack. And the decoupler. Okay, fuel tanks. Oh. Five of these tanks? Okay, can we, once you place the first tank, you can duplicate that by holding left Alt and clicking on the tank. 2, 3. Whoops. I've already broken it. Okay. Whoops. Okay. I might need to use my scroll up and down. So we've definitely got 5, I think. Right. I've added my fuel tanks. And then I need a engine. Ooh, that looks fancy. Bottom of the rocket. Keep an eye on staging stacks. So we've got that. Yeah. So we fire our engines, we decouple, then we parachute. That sounds good to me. Fins. Wow. Okay. Maybe this will stop the really weird... You will just get flown away. No, it's a touch sturdily. It's completely contained. They can't get into the capsule. So presumably the goo can't get out. And it's attached solidly on there somehow, maybe. I did what it told me to do. Right, we need 4 fins apparently. Where would fins be hiding? Structural? No. No, not pods. Payload. Aerodynamics. Basic fin. Basic fin on the last rocket tank. I feel like they should line up with my... Or maybe they yeah, because my pods are going to cause some drag, aren't they? I don't know. It's not telling me that it's important where they go. Next. Yeah, I definitely know what I'm doing. Rocket science is one of my hobbies. Let's reach for the stars. Can't achieve orbit. Ah. I need to go to space. Blah, blah, blah. No, let's carry on to the suborbital flight thing. I can save stuff, but I don't know if it actually saves. Oops. Yeah, I don't think it actually saves at this stage. Okay, let's go to suborbital flight. And yes, I am just going through all the tutorials because I've never played this. I don't know how it works. And considering that I crashed the first time I tried flying, I think maybe I need the tutorial. Ah, our first Kerbal into space. Okay, so we can go out of the atmosphere, but we can't get far enough away to go into orbit. Okay. Yes, I definitely remember. Do I need a throttle? I hope I don't need a throttle. Over the water to the east. How do I know which way is east? The sun is no help. Oh dear, I'm never gonna get that. Tilt east to 80 degrees elevation on the nav ball by 150 meters per second. Start at 50 meters. This is never gonna happen, my friend. Coast up in space. Yeah, this might take a few tries. Right. So I'm looking for that to get to 50, and then I want to tilt east, which I'm assuming is my yaw doing that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get trained on how to read this thing. Let's just try it. What's the worst that happens? Oh, there is throttle. Oh no. I don't know what any of those do. Throttle. All the way to the red, throttle up, throttle down. And then we've got quick keys for maximum and cut off. Okay. Yeah, that's... I don't know how a throttle works. I know you need to open it to, like, get stuff moving. Stability augmentation. Okay, so this stops the craziness that I was doing first time around then. F key? Ah, there's autopilot. That sounds like my sort of thing. Click the small red button to the left of the nav ball that has a miniature target indicator. That will cause the SAS to follow the target indicator and fly for you. I will try doing this myself. And then I'll reload the save and I'll try doing it with the autopilot function. Craft has a bit too much engine. Throttle down for launch. Okay. I've already forgotten how to throttle up. Why is it telling me to do 2/3 and I've got what look like quarters? Maybe these are thirds and that's just like don't go here. Right. I'm assuming it doesn't have to be that exact. But I've been told... There we go. That's better. Turn on SAS. Okay. Am I meant to know what these do? Because I'm not going to. Right. Quite detailed. Could take a while to read, yeah. Warning at the top pages where you might want to pause. Okay. Detailed info. Okay. I did not realize there would be so much reading in this game. Space when you're ready to launch. Okay. Sure. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Okay, oh. Yeah, maybe? I don't know. Looking good, okay. I don't know why we're looking good. I thought this was... Turn a little bit more. Follow the marker, okay. Oh, flipped out. Pointed your vessel too far away from the direction it was travelling, and the drag from the top of your vessel overpowered the lift and dragged from your fins. Pushing right. Align with your velocity vector again, and then burn straight up. It's disappointed in me. Oops! I assume I wasn't meant to do that yet either. That's a red parachute. Let's just hit escape and choose revert to try again. Yeah. Okay. No, that didn't seem good to me either. I don't think it seemed good to any... Oh dear. Yep, he's fine. He's fine. Right, need to... right. Oh, I need to click through all these. And then put my throttle up to the appropriate level. I'm assuming like close enough is fine. And then turn on this stuff. And then, yeah, sure. I'm not really sure what target it's talking about. I don't know if it's the yellow thing or the pink thing. It was happy with what I did last time until I, like, majorly overcorrected. But yeah, what's the pink and the yellow? I'm just going to follow the yellow and assume that that's right and it's not just an indicator of me. But I feel like I'm going... Oh, excellent work. Good. Yay! Throttle up to full power. Yes, that sounds like my sort of move. Heat effects. Oh. It told me I was doing well. Where did it go wrong? Maybe I was too slow on my throttle. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll start over again. It was better than last time, though. I feel like I should have read the thing about burnout there. I'm sure I meant to jettison my fuel at some point. Right. Spot on. Space. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know if I meant to be following the pink thing or not. Maybe I meant to follow the pink thing. Right. Throttle up to full power. That was that one. Okay. So as far as I know, in this game, you can make it to other planets and you can set up satellites and stuff. Right. Press escape to pause. Pull the side of the vehicle into the airflow. Now put indicator auto switch from surface to orbit. Go ahead and switch it back to surface mode by clicking on it until it says surface again. I'm assuming it's that thing that I have to click on. Flickering flames. Your trajectory. Ooh. Apoapsis. Yeah, that's definitely a word in my vocabulary. Little time to chat. Yay. I love chatting. So I think we are just about to find out what we're allowed to do. Okay. Where was M for map? Ooh, look. Okay. So I think we just hold steady. Hopefully this SAS thing is doing its job. That looked like it wasn't doing its job. Why are you not holding us steady? Should be on. Okay, so I can turn that back to surface, yeah. I seem to have burnt all... I feel like I've burnt all my fuel. Yes, I've definitely burnt all my fuel. Am I meant to still have my payload attached? Isn't that like causing drag and stuff? I don't know. I'm still going upwards, so I'm going to assume everything's fine. Although we are slowing down. So maybe not. And we also seem to be going a little bit off track. That's enough astronaut complex. Train our Kerbals to spacewalk. Ooh, that sounds fun. Right, I don't know if I'm still meant to be following that. Thought that's what my SAS was meant to be doing. Goo containers. We can perform experiments. Right-click on the goo canisters. Yes, I can right-click on some goo canisters. Observe mystery goo. Clumped into a sphere and become brittle. Keep experiment. Transmit data 0% science value. I do love 0% science. Transmitting this experiment will render this. Maybe not, because it's not told us to submit that yet. Oops. How do I get out of my mystery goo? Reorient the pod to get ready for re-entry. Shooting goo canisters. Till the last moment. Okay, I didn't know that. I assumed it would be better to jettison your empty fuel things. Re-enter bottom first. Okay. Aim the top of the capsule at the pitch line, but the opposite heading. That definitely makes sense to me. Okay, so we go on the other side. Yeah, baby. Turn SAS off. Change your change my attitude. Right. What I'd love to do is... Sure. Okay. Right. Oh, whoops. I forgot to toggle that off. Get ready to decouple the stage. Yeah, I still have no idea what the yellow and the pink is about. I feel like I should know that. He's still having a great time. 5 stars. I don't know if that's his rating of the trip or how good he is at being an astronaut. We got pretty high, didn't we? 75,000 meters. No target. Do I need a target? Am I meant to have a target? Get rid of the booster. A stage to just... Yep. Excellent. Right. During re-entry... Aerodynamics. Okay. Toggle my sat off. Oh, I hadn't finished reading. Blah, blah, blah. Parachute icon. Did I watch the parachute icon though? This time we're going to do something a little different. Okay, so the semi-deploy is when it's not opened. Blah, blah, blah. Arming the chute now and let the smarts... Okay. Right. So that's not going to deploy until we've dropped like way, way further. Do you need to ensure that the opening height is correct? Okay. Right click that. Okay, so I mean, if it thinks that we should be deploying it to maybe, I don't know. No less. Okay, I don't know if that means that 2 kilometers it's gonna trigger because of the pressure thingy. I'm just gonna leave that at 1,000. Have a look at the bottom of the capsule. It looks really blank. Additional mass. Okay. Yep, everything looks happy to me. Okay, we're just dropping. Yeah, I think you can just... There's a mode where you can like build up a space program, but there's something called a science mode where you go and I think you just explore and collect samples and do some science. So that was what I was planning to do. Assuming that I can learn how to successfully send stuff into space and not have it blow up all the time. It seems fairly forgiving with saves and stuff, so hopefully it should be fine. Okay, our parachute has deployed. We're gonna land in the ocean. Seems fine. We travelled a long way. I hope they've got a recovery boat ready. Because otherwise they're going to have a long swim home. Have a little look. Can we see any other planets? The moon. And miss the sun. Okay, so I don't know if we get taken to other places because it looks like there's not a whole lot to explore here. Oh. There we go. Just in time for touchdown. Yes, I did all of that and I didn't need to reset it several times. Going for orbit. Okay. Right. End scenario. He's fine. He's in the middle of the ocean, but he's fine. Right. Advanced construction. Let's see what we can build this time. Yeah, these are all my buildings, but so far I've only used this vehicle assembly building. But I'm assuming that later on we'll be using some of the other stuff. Maybe? Probably. Okay. Escape. That's available. Oh, good. I do like games where you can control Z to undo what you messed up. Only have one pot. Ah, yeah, that. I keep like clicking it and it drags it, which is weird to me. Next. Select a parachute. Do you like a parachute? If I can remember where it was. Utility. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm hoping it always tells me what minimum pressure I need, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to work that out myself. Upper stage. Decoupler. I've already forgotten where the decoupler was. Coupling. There we go. I've got two types of couplers. So okay, that is quite a shopping list. A stack decoupler. I'm assuming that's the right one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. Tank. Right. Fuel tank. Only one of them has RCS in the name, so I'm assuming that's the one we want. Yep. Looks good. Right click. Oh gosh. This is very customizable. Okay. Single propellant. Nice. Okay. Multiple liquid fuel tanks in the stage. Tiny rocket propellant tank. Okay. Oops. That doesn't go there. Yes, I've got 3 fuel tanks now. An engine. Carrier. Okay. Yeah. We've used the swivel one. Can't remember if we used the hub or not. Because my brain is tiny. And I forget things. Highly efficient in space. Excellent. Okay. Next. Center of mass. Okay, we have to find the center of mass toggle. Right, yeah, that looks good to me. Fuel levels. Oops. Oops. Okay. Oh, okay, right. Because that's lighter now. So it moves our center of mass up. Yeah, I sort of get that. Ah! During the flight, the center of mass moves as well. I mean, it makes sense. What am I meant to be doing? Right-click on each of the fuel tanks and drag the fuel and oxidizer propellants down. 0. they won't be burnt by the Terrier engine. Oops. No, that's not how you attach. And that's also not what I wanted to do. Why do I have such... Okay, not the monopropellant, right. Okay. Refill the tanks. I mean, I get the idea. Fine. Right. All the way to the top. Okay. Thrusters. Okay. Yes, I definitely have the information I need to place my RCS thrusters. Command and control. There you are. Okay. Yes. Okay, angle snap. I have no idea where that is. Click on the toggle snap icon in the lower left. Ah! Okay. And it's for time symmetry. I know how that works. Place. Oh. I'm still not entirely sure where I'm meant to be placing these. I'm assuming not in there. The tiny rocket propellant tank. So this tank is about the right place in case I need a hint. I did need a hint. Thank you very much. I don't know if it's going to tell me if I've done it horribly wrong and we're going to explode. Offset mode icon. I think I'm happy just ignoring that whole paragraph. Really? I don't think it's going to help me any. Turn that off. Right. Rocket electricity. Add more batteries and solar panels. Okay. Electrical. Shall we have angle snap turned on? So hot rotation skills to adjust the panels before placing them. I don't remember using part rotation earlier. Hold it over the lower end of the fuel tanks. Still in 4x mode. Okay. Press A to rotate. Oh, yep. Okay. That seems lower end to... Yeah, that's my rocket. Right. Place some fuel tanks. Not fuel tanks. Solar panels on the fuel tanks. Batteries. Yep. Okay. Ah. Hard work at building spaceships, isn't it? The tanks and the engine and some boosters. Right, we need another decoupler. And then I've got to fly this thing. Don't know how that's gonna work. Fuel tanks, medium. That's medium? It looks pretty big to me. Oh, I could've... Oops, not like that. Oh no. Do we need... How many fuel tanks do we want? Yeah, I think there was some sort of like alt-click where I could have duplicated those, but I've already forgotten that key. Engine... I don't think we need to get scientifical. I think we've been scientifical enough for my brain. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm not actually a rocket scientist. I'm a computer gamer. Yeah. Add the big engine. That instruction I can follow. The swivel one. Yeah. It's too powerful. Lower its thrust level. Okay, thrust limiter 65. There we go. Okay. Radial decouplers. Yes, I definitely know what a radial decoupler is and does. No, that's payload. We don't need payload. What am I? Near the bottom of the lowest tank. Okay, I'm in 2x symmetry. Sure. More boosters. Okay. So now it's time for... They are huge. I think they're meant to attach onto my decouplers. I think that... Yeah, that's attached. Blah, blah, blah. And a constant thrust. Okay, so yeah, it does automatically apply my settings. That's good. Hodden Thumpercraft construction space. Yeah, I don't remember you saying that at all, actually. Thrust limiter to 50. That bit I can follow. Maybe. If I could get the dial going right. Come on, fine motor skills. Next. Okay. And nose cones. Okay. Sure. I can add an aerodynamic nose cone. And some fins. Where do I add the fins? Okay. Make sure they don't intersect the decouplers and SRBs. If they do overlap these parts, any flight will be interesting but exceptionally short. Okay. Oh dear. That should be good, right? It's just hugging rather than cutting through. Right. The staging stack. The SRBs are set to fire before the sustainer, and that just won't do. No, it won't do. I definitely know what that means. I definitely remember what bits were my SRBs and what bit was my sustainer. Move the SWID swivels staging icon down to the same level as the SRVs. Okay. I don't understand half these terms. Pick up the pod and rotate it 90 degrees around the vertical axis. Okay. Oh. Can I reset my thing? Because I was just randomly clicking. And I don't know if I'm on the right way. I guess not, because it's not letting me click next. Looking like a rocket. It is indeed looking like a rocket. Hopefully I can fly it like it's a rocket too. But first I need to work out what orientation. There we go. That is east, apparently. There's my little dude. Goes in there. I don't know if he can see out the window. Hopefully. Be ashamed to go to space and not be able to see out the window. I have never played it until today either. So far I've killed one Kerbal and had to reset several times. But, you know, this is the tutorial, by the way. So we go through building and then flying. I think I'm basically finished. There's an awful lot of reading in this. And it seems to assume that I have some basic knowledge of aerodynamics and spaceflight, which I actually lack. You might be surprised. Make every effort to ensure our brave crew survive. Yes, I definitely do. Summon a abort action group with your craft to use in case of emergency. Turquoise action groups button. Actions. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's a lot to this game. It just, you have to, you can like reload your save, basically. I don't know how it works when you get into the proper missions, but for the tutorial, each stage is really short, so you don't like lose a whole load of time. And it automatically, you don't have to rebuild the spacecraft every time. Action groups, single specific key, blah blah blah. We're going to set up the abort action group, trigger by pressing backspace. I'm never going to reach backspace in an emergency. Or by clicking the big red abort button in flight. Yep, that sounds more like it. Abort. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's very good at not letting me go to the next part of the tutorial until I've finished what I was actually meant to be doing. And done it properly. Click on the decoupler below the pods. That one. And it's decouple action. Yeah, sure. Click on each liquid engine in turn. And assign... I'm not seeing a shutdown. Okay. I'm not seeing a shutdown function. My reading comprehension is failing me. Okay, so that's definitely got a decoupler. Right. Is it these? No, it's not these ones. That has a shutdown. Oh. Was I clicking on the wrong bit? Where's my... Okay. Right, engine. Shut down engine. Do I have to click the other engine? Okay, I was clicking on the wrong thing. I was clicking on the fuel tank instead of the engine. There we go. Right. And I've got my next button, so I've done stuff. When you trigger the abort action in flight, engines will shut down or be decoupled. The capsule will fly off and it should land by itself. Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Okay. Yay! Ready to fly. Oh, I can't type. There we go. Save that. Sure. I think that's saved. I don't know. Any vessels you create here will be lost when you exit. Fine. Okay. So now we're gonna leave the tutorial and try and actually fly this thing. So yeah, there's different modes in this game. I'm doing the tutorial at the moment, but then you have science mode and career mode, and I'm assuming in career mode if you kill your Kerbals it actually matters for something. I don't know how it works in science mode. I don't know if you get free Kerbals and you can just endlessly restart the mission with those. Getting into orbit. Yes, I'm definitely remember everything that I've just done. Right. So yeah, we can escape whilst we're mid-flight to restart again. Or if you crash, you can restart from the beginning as well. At least in tutorial mode. We've got a little camera here for the pilot. He's really excited. Curve path, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yeah, there's two markers that go on this nav ball. I'm still not entirely sure which one I'm meant to be trying to target. Set my throttle to max. Can do. Pink. Okay, so the pink target is the one I'm meant to be following. There's sometimes a yellow target. I don't know if that's me. But presumably this orange thing is also me. I don't know. I don't really play any flight sims, so I assume if you play like a normal thingy, normal flight sims, it will go a bit better. Okay, they've also got this like autopilot thing, but I don't know where this target thing. Oh, target, anti-target. Oh, okay. Okay, apparently that just changes the mode. So at the moment it's just like lane control, I guess. But I could do self-driving spaceship. But I did okay last time after a few full starts. So we'll just hit that and give it a go. Right, 60. So yeah, I've got my speed here and it helpfully tells me when I should be doing what. Pitching down. I've forgotten what pitch was. No, that's the wrong way. Oh no. I need more stability. Yeah, this is fine, right? I managed to get my first little space pod into a spin. That it was not good times. He looks a little worried in his little camera there. Out of fuel in the SRBs. Bye. Doing great, thanks. Following. Okay. Oh. Keep following my target. Yeah, you can't move your spaceship too suddenly or it gets really upset with you. It's fine, it's just like those little fishing games where you have to keep the rod in the right place to catch the fish. Right, goodbye. Oh, right. I think we're still following the pink thing. Are we in orbit? Something went wrong. I was doing so well. Maybe a little bit slow. Aww. Can try reaching orbit. Boo. Yeah. Oh, hello. But like, surely I need to be going up to reach orbit, and my target is like way down here. Let's fly into space. I'm having a great time. Aim for the moon. Well, I think we're going to run out of fuel soon. So the aim of this mission is just to get into orbit, which apparently I failed despite me thinking that I was doing well. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it. I also don't know... Oops. Oh my gosh, what have I done? That's not the view that I wanted. Okay. So yeah, we get to see. I was just showing you, Hoos, how we can revert to the start of the launch. I haven't crashed another rocket, but that's only because I've cancelled out of it before we've gone thundering to the Earth. So I think eventually there are missions where you like go to other planets or deploy satellites for doing science. Okay. Right. Throttle to max. I don't know if I should turn on this target thing to see how it looks, or if I should try and do it manually again. We'll try and do it manually again, because otherwise, surely I'm just sitting here watching, and that seems a little bit boring. Although it would, you know, I could just keep an eye on chat. Right. Pitching down, following the marker. Okay. So yeah, I've got the pink thing, which I'm assuming is my marker, and then there's the yellow thing, which I don't know what that means. Right, need to keep an eye on my fuel so that I can get ready to decouple when they're empty. At least I'm not going off on, like, side to side last time. That probably cost me a bit of progress. Presumably. Right, oh. Right. Space when it's time. That looked bad. That looked dangerous. Okay, keep an eye on my liquid fuel. Keep an eye on my pitch. And then... Right. Okay, we've gone a little bit off track again. Okay, we're nearly out of liquid fuel. And it said I was too slow at jettisoning last time. There we go. Okay. Stage again to ignite the upper stage engine. You survived through the first stage of launch. Now we have a longer, more gentle burn to accelerate towards apoapsis. Again, I definitely know what that word is and what it means. If you switch to map mode, have a look. Yay! We're going through the Earth, I think, at the moment. Or through Kerbal Town. Right, right click on the marker to pin it so it remains visible. Okay, I don't know what I'm... Everything is fine. I know what I'm doing. Press X. Okay. Yeah, I don't seem to need to do much readjusting here. Kidding up. ASP because they're so cute. You choose. Yeah, I think I'm probably on the lower end of the knowledge of physics and spaceflight and everything else compared to the average player, maybe. Oh! Oops. So I just pressed space instead of X. So we might have a little bit of problem getting back out of orbit. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Oops. And that's definitely not what I wanted to do. I'm not sure if we even can change our direction at the moment because we don't have any engines or any thrusters. You doing okay in there, buddy? Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, whoops. Houston, we do have a problem. We have a problem because I don't know what the key binds are. It was just like, oh, I reached the number that I needed. And then everything else until this point has been press spacebar when you reach the number you need. And this wasn't. I assume at some point it'll tell us that I've made a terrible mistake. And he's just going to circle the Earth until he starves. Or runs out of oxygen. I'm not sure actually how much oxygen this little capsule has. I'm assuming that it would run out before he, like, becomes dehydrated. Yeah, that's a stare of someone who knows that we've got another reset flight incoming. We're just, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like we are going to crash. Like, we're not in a proper orbit yet. We didn't quite make it far enough. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Clear of the atmosphere. We can warp ahead 3 times to get to the apoapsis more quickly. That's next. Yeah, let's warp until it's time to make our next burn with the engine that we jettisoned over the ocean back here somewhere. That's gonna work well. We're almost there. Accelerate some more. Can you, like, just wave your hands out the window? That'll do something in 0 atmosphere, right? Yeah, I can't... I'm afraid I can't rotate my craft because I don't have an end... Oh, whoops! I mean, apparently I can rotate my craft. Not sure how I'm doing that, but let's see if it lets me have a pass. Prograde marker. There's too many markers on this thing, and they're just different colours. And it's time to throttle up. We cannot throttle up. There is nothing... Oh, okay. It's just... I thought we'd lost our crew hub. Nice relaxing music, though, for failing this poor little Kerbals mission. Ah, isn't that pretty? I don't know if I should just... Okay, it's counting down anyway. Let's see what happens. Cut your engines once you completed the burn. Yeah, that's... Okay, this is the point where we reset again. Revert flight. Oh dear. It's fine, look, he's absolutely fine. He's not terrified at all. Okay, yes, I remember this. I remember the stage. At least we made it. Like, I'm making progress. I made it out of the atmosphere. That time. Right. I just jettisoned a vital part of the spacecraft. It's a mistake that anybody could make. Yeah, cut off oxygen to the brain. Oops. This is definitely not a smooth ride. Oh, I didn't enable my SAS, that's why. Okay, right, I need to keep an eye on my fuel. And we jettison the fuel. Right. Oops. Oh, why? Okay. Okay. Then I get ready to jettison the fuel again. I don't know why it was going so off course back then. I swear I wasn't doing anything to it. Definitely feels like I'm wiggling around more than I should be. Not sure if we'll make it to orbit. If we don't, then I'll probably test out this target stuff. See how good the autopilot is. Then I assume I just need to like hit the right key at the right time. Right, liquid fuel is gone. And then ignite the engines. I think that's the step I missed first time round. Yeah, I think we're stable enough to have a look at this. Okay, press X. So what I'm going to do is sit in this mode and I'm going to hover my thumb over X instead of over spacebar. And hopefully that means that I will actually press the right key. And while we wait for this, we could check out this, because I think that's like a... We could pretend to be in the cockpit. Oh yeah, you can see out the little window. But I think I like having the full E there. I almost pressed X at the wrong time. That would have been bad. Okay. Patience. We wait patiently for our apoapsis. I think I'd feel happier if I knew what that meant. I mean, obviously it's something to do with our trajectory around this planet. From context, but I still don't really understand what it means. Right, keep it nice and lined up. We've got 10,000. There we go. I pressed X. Make sure the engine's shut off, coast until we clear. Okay. Right. I think I'm doing good. I've lost my marker, but I don't know what that means. Don't know if that's okay. Right. At some point we get our little, oh yeah, I was meant to like mouse click on that or something. I don't know why, but that's what it told me to do earlier in the tutorial. So yeah, at the moment our orbit is not looking so good. There's meant to be a little like speed up thing, I thought. But I don't know if that was a button that I pressed to get it to go into fast forward mode. I don't feel like it was. The high point in an orbit. Okay. Oh, that makes perfect sense now. Yeah. Okay, I think I vaguely might get it. Okay, now we speed up. So yeah, I guess if you had an elliptical orbit... Oop, we're almost there. So accelerate, right. Then the apoapsis would be like at the long end of the oval. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just making up stuff that sounds vaguely like it might work. Accelerate some more so we fall past. Rotate your... So I'm assuming that's a prograde marker. Maneuver mode? Ooh, maneuver mode. When it's time to throttle up, I'll tell you. I feel like I'm pointing more toward the planet than I was, though. I'm going to assume it knows what it's doing. Okay, is it that? Maybe it's at that point that I need to thrust her up so that I go onto this dotted orbit line rather than carrying on my apoapsis line. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to try and keep on the little blue thing. Throttle up. Right. All the way up. Oops. No. Ah, where have you gone? Help. This is... This feels bad. This feels not good. You having fun, little Kerbal man? Are you, Oh, what? So, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, seriously wrong. No, we... Oh, gosh. I have no idea what... We've run out of fuel. Yeah. I feel like we didn't escape that trajectory that we were on. Yeah, sometimes it helps to take a break before you do your work, right? Helps focus the mind. Okay, I think I need to turn on maneuver mode for that because I didn't understand where I was meant to be pointing and that little blue thing was just going way too quick. But I'm definitely on the wrong line. Like, I should be on this line. Ooh, add maneuver. I can't add the maneuver because we have no thruster left. So even if I tried to change rotation to leave the planet, it's not happening. Yeah. Oh, but look how happy he is. He doesn't know what's happening next. Okay, yeah. Right, we are not in stable orbit, so we're back to launch again. I feel like I'm getting pretty good at the liftoff stuff, though. Like, that went all right. No, we just reset. It's not that I'm abandoning and going back to mission control to find the next Kerbal. It just magics the Kerbal and the spaceship back to the launch pad. You know, there's not... If we look at the map... Oh, I can't look at the map from here. But there definitely isn't anywhere on this planet which has a flaming crash site where the rocket landed after failing to get into orbit. That did not happen. That is fake news. Okay, right. Let's toggle that on. Okay, right. I'm going to do this bit myself again, hopefully. But then I will use the maneuver for the other bit because I don't believe I have the ability to do that myself. And we've already failed twice, so... Well, technically, I've only failed once because the first time I failed because I didn't have an engine, which is a different issue altogether. Right, so we pitching, gently wiggle the nose of it. I think I'm meant to be turning off SAS when I make these maneuvers. I think that's why it's bouncing up and down. Right, I need to keep an eye on my fuel. I'm hoping that even when you're out of the tutorial, it still tells you like pitch and speed and stuff, because otherwise there's no way that I'm ever getting anything into space. Right, goodbye. Now we keep an eye on the next one. And then we ignite the other booster once that liquid fuel's run out. Hopefully I'm on a decent trajectory. Come on. Oh, now we've got the wiggle side to side. I'm not moving any of the side to side stuff, it's just going slightly off center on its own. Right. Right, and now we boost our boosters. Oops, not that way. That way. Okay. And then when I feel like I can trust the automatic stabilization. Yep, that looks good. Right. Look at my apoapsis. Yes. Okay. So I guess that's like when I reach that point is when I press my X button. Are they not splashing cold water on the launch pads? Yeah, I'm sure that would work. Bit of liquid cooling. Oops, we're going slightly off track. Let's not do that. I thought my automatic stabilization was meant to help with that. There we go. Right. Press X, not space. And keep that there. Yeah, this is definitely more science-y than I was expecting. I was expecting more like random plug things in and then blow them up, rather than get bombarded with maths terms that I don't understand. Okay, right. Press X. I still don't understand what X does. I'm just putting that out here. Right. Okay, we're coasting. I've lost my marker, so I assume we're just like on this orbit. So as long as I don't touch anything, we'll stay on it, presumably. Oh, we'll get there. At least I'm only doing it with Kerbals. It's not like real people. Or dogs. I think there are like test dummies as well. I'm not sure why the tutorial has you using actual Kerbals rather than test dummies. Maybe so that they can autopilot for you. Yeah, they've got special Kerbal materials. Right. Can warp ahead through time. Yep. Toggle time mode. Warp to sunrise. Okay. Almost there. Right. Right, let's stick this in maneuver mode and see what I was meant to be doing at that point. Okay, so, oh, wow. What? How quick can I go? 100,000 times time. Well, I guess if you're going through space, that makes sense, because space is very big. Okay. Yep, I'm just going to let the autopilot do this, because I don't trust myself. And I think I have demonstrated that I shouldn't be trusted. Okay, so I guess it's when it gets to that point is when the thrusts, or when I'm meant to be doing my thrustery thing. To get onto this line instead of staying on the blue. But hopefully with that ticked, it's just doing it and it knows which maneuver that I'm meant to be doing. I don't have to add it as a maneuver, presumably. Right. I'm also assuming that I do throttle all the way up. Right. Whee! Oops. Yay! The computer made it into orbit for us. Excellent. Blah, blah, blah. Overpowering the ship is a common rookie mistake. Okay, so we are now in orbit. Yay! Periapsis, that's another term that I definitely know what it is. I'm assuming that's the furthest point opposite me, maybe? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Okay, next. Catch up. Orbits, adjusting orbits. Need to turn around 180 degrees. Burn retrograde until your periapsis is less than 20 kilometers. Which, yeah, I understand that. Simply choose end scenario. No, let's try and take him home. Are you sure I want to turn around 180 degrees? Oh yeah, because I'm much closer to the airfield this way. Okay. We can do that, right? Good luck, buddy. How do I turn? Do I want to do the yaw? Or do I want to try and pitch it? I'm going to try and yaw it. That seems more sensible to me. Oops, too far, way too far. Okay, what sort of... See, the problem is I can't tell what sort of direction I'm on. I think I need to do a bit of thrustering. Oh. I've forgotten... Oh, no. Ah. Whoops. I forgot how to turn off my thrusters. I don't... Okay, I'm inside the spaceship, apparently. Where are we? What are we doing? No. Wherever I tried, it didn't work. And I'm not heading the right direction. Okay, we could try a little bit of thruster, maybe? We don't have a whole lot of fuel left. I feel like we might run out of fuel. Because this is doing nothing to our orbit. Do I have to be on there? Right. Yeah, this feels like I'm just burning fuel. I'm not actually going the other way around. Goodbye, fuel. Okay, yeah, we are definitely still stuck in orbit. Congratulations. You are stuck in the void of space forever. Good luck. Hopefully they can send some sort of recovery mission for you. But I'm gonna... Yeah, look at that happy face. Let's end the scenario before he runs out of oxygen. Maybe Kerbals don't even need oxygen. Yes, let's end the scenario. I got to orbit. I didn't get back out of orbit, but I did get to orbit. So that's some sort of progress, right? Orbiting 101. Flying a spacecraft in orbit. Ah! We will learn what apoapsis and periapsis means. Low circular orbit. Oh gosh. So science basics. So we could fly to the moon. Okay. This is just a tutorial as well. How crazy does the actual game get? Message retracted. Oh, we are now in control of 2 Kerbal lives. That's not good. Already done. I have done the basic flight tutorials to various levels of success. Yes, freefall endlessly around the planet without using your engines. Low, almost circular orbit to get a better view of the situation. Yep, we've already opened that. Okay. Hold right click and move the mouse to look around. I'll bring over the icons. Okay, so it tells us how long it will take to get there. Okay. Okay, for every input you apply, you'll have to apply an opposite. You nudge my attitude controls a little bit. T to toggle. Oh gosh. No. Oh, no, wait. Oh my god. This is what happened last time. Stop rotation using pitch. You're wrong. That. No. I don't know how to stop this. Okay, they're enjoying it. It's like a day at the theme park, amusement park. I feel like that might have done something. I don't use the nav ball to orient myself. But I don't know which of these wonderful little things I'm meant to be aiming for. No, that's just made it worse. Oh no. Okay, no. Let's hit T and let the ship do it for us. Oh, look. Oh no. It's a keyboard that I'm using. Well, I have controls for your roll and pitch. I'm just very bad at using them. Yes. Okay, I might try I'll try it one more time. It's not gonna go well, but I'll try it one more time. Yeah, I have no idea. idea which marker I'm meant to be aiming for on this, for a start. And then no idea how to get there. The Kerbals are having fun though. They have no idea what's in store for them. We almost hit that blue one. I don't know if I can use these. Oh, I can use them all in combination as well. I mean, we're not facing the right way, but at least I slowed down. Okay, that's definitely not the right heading. Oops. Oh no, we're gonna go and spin again and it's all my fault. It was almost looking good, and then I ruined it. But yeah, oh no. What do I want to do? No, not that. Probably not that either. I don't feel like any of this is helping. They must be feeling so sick right now. Right, I'm just making it worse. There we go. Yeah. Let's not try that again. Let's just leave everything to the ship to do for me. Oh, yes, I've seen those symbols. I have no idea what they mean. Prograde and I still have no idea what they mean. Prograde and retrograde vectors point towards and away from your velocity vector respectively. Points to and away from where you're going. Okay. Radial in and out vectors point towards and away from the currently orbited body. Okay. Normal and anti-normal vectors perpendicular to the orbital plane. They point upwards and downwards with... Yes. Thanks. I definitely understand what all of those symbols are and how to use them. Ah. Right. Blue equals planet. That equals an orbital plane, whatever that is. And I don't know. Right. Try something a little more involved. Yay! Because I'm doing so... Yeah. I can't even make it through the tutorial, apparently. Basic maneuvers you'll need to know. Raising my apoapsis. Highest point in orbit. Best place to raise your apoapsis is at the periapsis node, which is the lowest point of your orbit. Okay. Yeah. I'm not understanding high and low in this context. And to reach it in a few minutes. Warp here. I don't think I want to warp here. Press period. Am I meant to press that button on my keyboard? Yeah, I think I'll go for arrow clicking for this one, because trying to actually get to my full stop and comma is going to be a bit of a trial. I expect a normal time about a minute before. Okay, it didn't... Right, we've slowed down. Okay, turn the ship to face the prograde vector. I definitely remember which one that was. The prograde vector looks like this. Oh, and I've just moved the wrong way. No, that's also the wrong way. That's still the wrong way. Yeah. Okay. Sort of, maybe. Check. Okay, and then full throttle. So your orbit starts to rise as you accelerate. Yes. I've definitely noticed the opposite side of my orbit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's getting bigger. It is indeed getting bigger. X. Okay, right. Ah, okay. Everything you do will affect the opposite side of your orbit. Thrust forward, lowest point, raise your periapsis, you thrust prograde at the apoapsis. Yeah. Lose the speed as we rise. Climbing away from the planet. Speed. The moon is... Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can raise the periapsis node and circularize our orbit. Yeah, I can do that, sure. This is not quite what I was imagining. Facing the other way right now. Right, hopefully I'm facing the right way. Let's hit the thrusters and cross our fingers. Orbit is nearly circular. Eccentricity will be 0. Keep an eye on that. Where do I keep my eye on eccentricity? Okay. Sure. Orbital inclination. I still don't know where I'm meant to see that. Good luck with the editing. Yeah, this feels like someone was like, can I make a like physics degree into a game? Have fun. Yeah, I will probably play around with this game again. I'm not sure I'll play around with it on stream again, but it was an experience. And it's making my brain slightly melt. I understand all of the words in this paragraph, but it still doesn't hold a whole lot of meaning to me. Okay. Yeah, it did make my head spin. Okay. Right. Turn the ship to the pink triangle. That is an instruction I can understand. I think that's the wrong pink triangle though. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Open the throttle. Whee! Orbit starts to tilt up on one side. Yep. Okay. Completely new direction. Oops. Okay. Oops. Okay. Keep line up. Do we have... Yeah, we've got fuel. Okay. Slowest parts of the orbit so you don't have to spend as much delta V to turn your orbit around. Yeah, that does seem like a good thing to do. I'm guessing that Kerbals, like, learn a lot more science and maths at school than humans. And so maybe for them, this is, like, easy stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean exciting. I don't know. Turn retrograde and do our burn anytime now. That's what I tried to do. I guess I was aiming the wrong place. Okay. So I need to find my retrograde vector, which is opposite that one. There we go. No, come on, back. Back the right way. Okay, start the engines. 20,000. Overshoot, turn prograde. Okay. Let's not overshoot, shall we? Because I don't believe in my abilities to bring things back in line if I make a mistake. So we can ease off the throttle a little. Oh, okay, it did actually automatically cut us out. Low enough to hit the atmosphere. Okay. Right. Ride the path down to landing. I think that seems like a good plan considering that we've got 10 minutes of the stream left. You do try for a landing, don't forget to decouple the capsule and deploy the parachutes. I shall try my best. Okay, so... Are we out? Okay, so I think once we get round there... That seems like a long way to go though. But let's speed up time. Hello, how are you doing? I am attempting Kerbal re-entry. But I haven't managed to bring any Kerbals home yet, so... Well, I did from the first missions. But, yeah, this is more scientific than I was expecting. Have you played Kerbal Space Program before? Or are you just interested? I have no idea what I'm doing. I am clicking buttons and hoping for the best. And hitting reset scenario when it fails. That is a big crater. That's probably one of our other failed rockets. So yeah, it seemed like it was saying that I could just... Oh, okay. It's taken me down to 1 times speed automatically. So I don't know if... Is that our spaceport thing? No. Yeah, I have no idea where our little landing pad is, so... Okay, do you know if I just leave it like this, or do I need to readjust my trajectory to get it? I know it said I need to decouple these at some point, but I'm assuming that's once I'm actually vaguely closer. Because presumably that blue line is not in space anymore. Okay, I'm in the atmosphere. Okay, excellent. Overheat? Oh no. Help. I don't know if I'm meant to be adjusting or not. Is that the way to the planet? Or oh no, everything's overheating. Decouple them. My parachute is still overheating. Oh, yep. This looks terrifying. doing fine, aren't you? Base retrograde, other side. Oh. Okay. So we... Oh yeah, I do remember reading something about going downwards, like, butt first. I feel like we're still going very quickly. I'm also hoping that this is set at sensible things. Min pressure. No, that should be higher, surely. Last time it was like 75. Okay. Oh, okay, that's stopped making the scary Bernie sounds. That is a good point, yeah. That does make sense. Okay. We are gonna land in, like, the middle of nowhere. So I had to use the maneuver thing for when you're going into orbit. I could not do that myself. But probably because I didn't understand which sort of marker I was aiming for. Oh, it is safe to open. But I think maybe because of my pressure thing, it's not going to activate. I was just worried because last time it was like, put it up to 75. Oh, there we go. Cut parachute. No, I don't want to cut my parachute. Okay, so I think we just fall to 1,000 meters and then that should open up fully. And hopefully. I mean, I am, like, thank you for your help because I don't think I would have, like, I think we would have just nosedived into the earth if you hadn't been shouting at me in chat. Because, yeah, this is the first time that I've played this game and I know very little about spaceflight or aerodynamics or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know why it's still doing the boosters. I'm not pressing any keys. So I'm not sure why it had the boosters on. I don't know how to turn them off. Press R. Oh! Yeah, that's quieter. Okay. I mean, I'm sure it was mentioned somewhere in the tutorial that I've done. But I just didn't realise. I probably did press it on accident. I panicked a lot and just randomly spammed a lot of keys. Yeah. Okay, I mean... There'll be some sort of rescue team, I'm sure. You know, it's not like we're in the middle of the planet. I can't even remember where our little space base is. So it's probably good that this is the tutorial so it doesn't actually matter. We just float gently down to ground. Oh, there we go. Going nice and slowly. Yeah. We are stuck in some sort of mountain range with no civilization around. But I did make it into orbit and back out during the stream. So thank you for your help, Clementina. Because yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have made that without someone who knows what they're doing chatting me through it. But yeah, this is the end of the stream. But thank you for watching. And I need to, well, I don't need to save it because it's the tutorial. But I will put up my little, do I have an outro screen? Yeah, there we go. I normally play Minecraft, so that's why my outro screen looks like that. Yes, thank you for watching and chatting. I'm going to be doing some Minecrafting next Monday at 7 PM GMT. Not quite sure what I'll do, but I'll put it up as a schedule on Monday at some point. And next Wednesday I'm not going to be streaming because I'm going on holiday. Going to have a little trip to the seaside, probably in the cold and rain. But that's what we get in England, so I'm used to it. But yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day, wherever you are and however late it is. I know you're going to sleep, Ian, I assume. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!